Hey, these next two verses are some of my favorites. I know I say that all the time, but let's go. That's right, Psalm 37. We're going to look at verses 4 and 5. I've talked about this one before. It's maybe the third time on the follow through that I've covered this particular verse, and I'm just going to warn you, it's not the last time that I'm going to talk about this particular verse. This is one of those that I think, as I shared, it kind of stopped me in my tracks. I had never thought about delighting in God. This passage, here's what it says. See if this just jumps out at you. It says, "Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. Commit your way to the Lord, trust in Him, and He will act." Now, right at the beginning, this is not the kind of situation where like kids will play their parents. You know what I mean? Where it's like, ooh, if I'm nice to mom and dad, and if I maybe pay them some compliments or clean my room and make a big deal about the fact that I clean my room, then maybe they'll do something for me. This is not that. That's like wrong, okay? So if you see that happening, put a stop to it, okay? This is really kind of striking at like, what is your heart all about? Like, what do you really delight in? What puts a smile on your face? What do you say, man, this is good. This is who I love. This is what I love. And he's saying that should be God. Should be the thing that makes you happy, that when you think about God, you just go, man, I am content. I am where I need to be. This is awesome. Jesus died for me. He rose for me. And so I am going to delight in Him. I'm going to be all about who He is. I want to learn more about Him. When you delight in something, like when I met my wife, man, you could say like I fell in love with her, and my delight is in her. I want to know all about her. I want to spend all my time with her. I want to say, okay, what makes her happy? Not so that she can make me happy, because I want her to be happy. And that we're in this relationship. And that's kind of what he's saying. And maybe we just don't think about it that way. We think about the Lord, we think about more like believing in Him. Like we like to go with that. And the problem with that, I mean, it's good, trust me. It's awesome when somebody says, hey, I believe in God. And yet, what I want us to do, just for ourselves especially, and for encourage others, is that is it deeper than that? Is it just a checking off of mental boxes? You know what I'm saying? Like when you fill out a form and you're like, okay, are you male? Are you female? Are you married, unmarried? You know, and it's not just a box we check and say, yeah, I believe in God. Yes, you know, check. But it's that heart, man. Is your heart in it? Is He the thing that just is your everything? Because He says what'll happen is He's going to give you the desires of your heart. And what will those desires be? For Him and things that are about Him. So you're not going to ask for like something violent to happen to someone you don't like. And in fact, you're going to ask God to help you love the people in your lives. And you're not necessarily going to ask for a lot of money and fame so that you could be rich and famous. You're going to say, Lord, I understand, like, and so maybe you might ask for money so that you could directly help somebody. You're like, man, Lord, I want, this person's going to has lost their job, and they're hurting and they need help. How can, you know, and God will make that happen. See, that's His heart, and His desires become yours. Yeah, I think that's what he's talking about. Like you can just trust that God's going to give you what's on your heart, and He's going to weed out and take care of and adjust those things that are not. Okay, so what we do in verse 5, we commit our way to Him. We say, Lord, I'm in. Let's do this. Let's go. I want to go in your thing. And let's just face it, God honors that. He might not honor me wanting, like in my case, more guitars, more guitar amps, you know, more, you know, like stereo equipment or something like that. He's not going to honor that because it's, and I can't trust that He's going to honor that. Now, He might give me some of that. I mean, I've been able to get some really cool stuff. And yet, my heart is to use it for His glory. So I want to listen to music on my headphones that is from Him. I play music on my guitars and stuff that honors Him. Do you see? Now that wasn't always the case, but now, I mean, predominantly, that's what I want to do. It's not so much about look at how good I can play, but it's really about look at how awesome he is and what joy this music brings. And so it really kind of brings it all together. It shows just how closely where your heart is at is where your life is going to be at and the direction of your life. So let's trust in him, commit our ways to him, delight in him. Let's pray about that today. Again, find a friend, if it's your spouse, maybe your kids. Just pray about this and ask, like, what is that thing that really is your delight when all is said and done? And again, ask God that it would be him. Okay, we'll talk to you tomorrow for another follow through. Again, I'm Pastor Fred. Hit that subscribe button and share this with somebody. We'll talk to you next time.